Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the Extreme Toys Cyber Knight Night Floating Shadow. This is basically a third-party, unauthorized, unlicensed Arkham Knight Batman figure. I pre-ordered this thing from the Toys Metaverse, and it finally arrived today. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, Extreme Toys, Arkham Knight Batman. One side of the package, 1/12 scale. Cyber Knight, Night Floating Shadow. Very odd name for a Batman figure. Other side, same thing. At the back, here's Batman, I guess the Floating Shadow. And at the bottom, some credits. So no further ado, let's open him up. Alright, now that this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He comes with quite a bit of cool stuff. We have a total of 8 alternate hands, totaling 10 interchangeable hands. 2 batarangs, 1 open, 1 folded. His grapple launcher, a grenade, 2 knee pads, an alternate bat symbol for his chest, a total of 3 heads, 2 of the sort of holographic communications for his wrist, and then 1 of Nightwing's batons. But before I take a look at all that, let's talk about and check out the figure. So this is Batman from the Arkham Knight. This is a Mezco style 1/12 scale action figure by Extreme Toys. They make both Batman and the Arkham Knight himself. Now he looks pretty good. Cape's fantastic. The face and head look great. But there's just stuff that's off about him. They made their own sort of stylized version. He's way too silver. But as a whole, I kind of enjoy it. I really think the head and face sculpt look excellent. The armor looks great. Cape feels good. The figure itself feels good. The cloth's soft goods. It's not baggy, but it's not super tight. It stretches very nicely to be able to bend its double jointed knees and elbows and all that good stuff. As we dig into this review, I'll let you know what I really think as we get closer to the end. For now, let's take a look at him. Starting with his head here, it looks very nice. The very long ears from the Arkham Knight, it has that sort of different pieces there, almost like an Iron Man suit, where the mask will come together onto his face. Paint job is great. It's not silver, it's not black, it's not gray, it's sort of mixture. It has a nice wash going down it. I'd say the mouth looks good as well. The eyes, it's all screams the Arkham Knight, as it should. As you go further down, bat symbol on his chest, which is interchangeable and has a bullet hole on it. I believe the Arkham Knight did that halfway through the game. The armor itself looks fantastic. It's done in a sort of semi-soft type of material. Just like it a lot. He's got these shoulder pads, which are magnetically attached. I'm not really sure why, because there's nothing to swap them out with. It's cloth soft goods. I'm not even sure what exactly you'd call the material, but it feels good, and it looks pretty good. Not exactly accurate to the game. Now the knees, they look kind of weird, kind of bland, but they have knee pads, and I just, for the life of me, cannot figure out how to attach them. His elbows look pretty similar in the back. You can see the different sort of armored area. His belt, that thing looks fantastic. All the different gadgets across there. It's gold. The shin armor looks fantastic as well, very game accurate. The fins, very small onto his forearm armor. It all looks very nice. I'm pleased with what I'm seeing so far. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt, which I think looks fantastic. The chin area, spot on. The eyes look pretty good. The cowl itself looks great. Both the paint job and the sculpt. Although the silver is not exactly accurate to the game, I appreciate the way it looks. It looks nice. I like the sculpting on the side of the mask. Also very accurate to the second suit he had in Arkham Knight. Here's a close-up of his chest armor. Look at the detail. Paint job's fantastic. Nice wash over this thing. You can see the bullet hole there. Looks great in the bat symbol. And then look at his abs. The texturing is amazing on that. So small, so detailed. Very well done. Looks excellent. And here's the figure, broken down as far as he can go with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's check out his accessories. And let's start off with his hands. So he has a total of 10 hands, 5 left hands, and 5 right hands. Here's Batman with his first pair of hands. These are his fists. Then, with his second pair of hands, this is a pair of gripping hands with a pretty small grip, probably for the batarangs. Then, with his third pair of hands, I believe this is another pair of gripping hands with a much larger grip. Here he is with his fourth pair of hands. These appear to be some sort of larger hands, grabbing, choking, or throwing hands. And here's his final pair of hands. This looks to be a pair of default hands. They would look good, relaxed at his sides. They can probably also hold something large. Now let's look at his heads. He has a total of 3 of them. one with a normal expression, one with an angry expression, and one with the mouth covered, which I do not remember happening in the game at all. Here he is with his first head. This one has a normal expression. This will be the main head I'm going to use on this figure. It looks good. The chin looks good. The sculpt. The face looks good. The ears. It's all on point. And he has that giant collar, which really reminds me of the Robert Pattinson Batman. And here's his second head. This one has the angry expression. Also looks pretty good, but won't use this as much as the other one. And then here's his third head. This one has the mouth completely covered. Looks like, I don't know, maybe he's protecting himself from fear toxin or maybe an anti-Mr. Freeze suit. I do not remember anything like this in the game. Maybe I'm just forgetting. Drop me in the comments below if I'm forgetting something. It's cool, but I don't recall this being accurate to anything in the game. Now for his bat symbols. He has two of them. They're magnetically attached across his chest. One is silver, matches his current uniform. They both have bullet holes in them, and then one is gold. I believe the gold one, you had to hit 240% in the game, which is very difficult. You have to achieve every single Riddler challenge, beat every single level, every single DLC, everything in hard mode, etc. Like I said, on the back, it's magnetically attached to the center. Here he is, with the first bat symbol on his chest. This is going to be the main one I'll use for this figure. Looks pretty good. Now, it's not 100% flush with the figure, and I can probably, sort of curl up the sides so it'll be a little better. But it should have had two more magnets on either side. That would have really fixed that issue. And then here's this alternate gold bat symbol. This still has a bullet hole on it, and I probably will never use this, but it's pretty cool to add this as an alternate accessory because it's sort of the greatest achievement you can get in the entire game. Then we have what I believe are knee pads. Now, they look good, and the knees and elbows on this figure look like they are missing something, so it makes perfect sense to have a knee pad to attach. I have the Arkham Knight Red Hood figure. His knee pads have magnets in them and attach to his knee, and he has even interchangeable ones between the Red Hood and the Arkham Knight look. So they look good on the front, same paint details the rest of the figure, and on the back side, it's totally blank. Now, either I'm really stupid, or the company really screwed up. There are no magnets in these knee pads, and they don't seem to attach in any way, shape, or form to anywhere on the figure. Hopefully, I'm just dumb and I'm wrong, and somebody can tell me what to do with them. But from what I can tell, they are useless and the company just messed up and didn't include magnets. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So here's knees as is. Like I said, they seem to be missing something. You can stretch them out and it has this weird sort of look here. And it seems like there would be an exact sort of match to cover that up. But they don't stay. Nothing happens. You just put them there and they fall right off. I can't imagine you're supposed to glue them on there. There's no way. And his elbows have a very similar type look. Something seems a little bit missing, and they would be perfect on there. But once again, they simply do not attach to anything at all. Then we have these two accessories here. These are sort of holographic images that will attach to his wrist forearm armor. And this is the accessory I was the most excited for. And as soon as I opened the package, I was immediately disappointed. And why? Well, these things are blank. What the fuck? Why would I want a blank projection? That sucks. Sure, a lot of people have the ability to print off a sticker. I don't have a printer. Hell, I don't have a regular printer, much less one that's going to print adhesive stickers, etc., etc. And I realize the company probably can't include an image of Alfred or Lucius Fox due to copyrighted images, but they could give us a generic map of Gotham or something like that. My God. I mean, it's cool. It's an accessory that really hasn't been done before. Yeah, Mattel made the Young Justice Robin that had a sort of holographic thing to attach to his wrist, but this is something really cool, and I was really excited for it. And it's a huge letdown. I don't know, maybe someone out there can help me out with some stickers. That would be really cool. I would love one of Lucius, one of Alfred, and then a couple of generic maps of Gotham. But as it is, very disappointed, and that immediately turned me off and pissed me off when I opened the figure. I was looking around the package, maybe there's a sticker I missed, but no, nothing like that. Here's Batman looking at this holographic image. Throughout the game, this is how he would communicate with Alfred, or Lucius, or Oracle, or any of those characters. He was always so serious, just looking at this thing, contacting them, and I'm just very disappointed. Like I said, it was the accessory I was looking forward to the most because it's something that hasn't really been done before, and it was something unique they were going to bring to the table. Still, I mean, it's cool, but just the fact that it's blank sucks so bad. Now for the Bat gadgets, and let's start off with the classic Batarang. Now this comes with two Batarangs, an open one and a shut one. They could have made it articulated, but honestly I'm glad they didn't. My DC Direct Articulated one broke over the years. I don't think I've ever had an articulated Batarang that didn't break over time. Now, the Batarangs themselves look pretty good. The paint job is excellent. The sculpt is also excellent. You can see the little bat symbol in the middle. The Batarang looks great. It has that silver and black sort of wash going on. The shut one, equally as good. Here's Batman holding that Batarang. He pulls out the folded version. And then, bam, flicks it open right before he throws it at the enemy. And it would have been nice if you could stow away the folded Batarang onto his belt. But you can't do it. You can't even really half-ass do it. Now for his grapnel launcher. Looks pretty much the same as the remote claw from the first game. Uses this probably more than anything in the game. You're gliding all the time and grappling. The handle looks good. It's got the sort of area with the zip line will retract into there. And it's got the claw at the front. Mine is bent to shit, but I should be able to fix that with some hot water. So I went ahead and dipped this thing into some hot water. And yeah, really easy to correct that. And it's not perfect, but it's quite a bit better. Here's Batman holding his grapnel launcher, getting ready to grapple up and then glide around the city of Gotham. Now it's like his grenade. When I first opened this, I was like, why the hell does it come with a regular grenade? My best guess is it's supposed to be one of his smoke pellets, which are typically just perfect circles, but maybe he pulls out the little pin and then throws them. I don't know. I don't think it's accurate to the game, but I think it's supposed to be a smoke pellet. Here's Batman holding and getting ready to throw that grenade, what I believe is to be a smoke bomb. And then we have one of Nightwing's batons. Now, I have no idea why this Batman would come with one of Nightwing's batons. Hell, I don't know why it would come with two of them, but one is even more peculiar. I don't know if this may be a tease for an upcoming Nightwing figure from this company. It does look good for what it is, but it doesn't make any sense to come with Batman. I don't remember him ever using Nightwing's batons. The closest I could think would be a dual takedown with Batman and Nightwing. And here's Batman holding that baton. Let's check out his cape for a quick second. So on the inside of the cape, it's just sort of plain black fabric. It's got a wire coming down either side, and the outside has sort of a leathery look to it. It is very, very well done. And since gliding is such a huge part of the Arkham games, you can totally stretch out the cape and have him gliding through the city of Gotham. It looks fantastic. Very nice job on this cape. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at the figure and his accessories, now for his height. From bottom to the top of his head, standing at about 6.6 inches tall, which can translate to just under 17 centimeters. And if you go to the top of the ears, about 7.1 inches tall. And now for his articulation. Starting with his head, of course, it can rotate from side to side. He can look up and down, not very much. The collar's really restricting that. Tilt his head from one side to the other. He does have articulation at the top of the neck, as well as the bottom of the neck. You can kind of move the whole thing, but you're not going to get a big range of motion out of there. Like I said, the collar is really restricting that. Shoulders goes out a little bit more than 90 degrees. Up about that far before the cloth sort of stretches to capacity. Feel like the shoulders have butterfly joint that go forward and back. He's got a bicep cut below that. Double jointed elbows, but they only go in about this far. His wrist is on sort of a peg rotate. Looks like it's hinged as well. His torso feels like one solid piece. I don't feel anything moving inside. His waist is ball joint, rotate around, forward and back. Legs would completely do the splits, but it's about as far as I really want to stretch this cloth. Forward, about that far. Back, not much. He's got very impressive rotation at the hip there. Double jointed knees, they go all the way back. His ankle, forward and back. Tilt rock, and rotation. Here's a look at Batman on the GCPD rooftop. Bat signal behind him, protecting the streets of Gotham. Of course, Batman's up against an army. Next thing he has to do is even the odds. Here's a Batmobile coming up behind him. Even when not in the Batmobile, it can turn into battle mode and take out the Arkham Knight militia tanks. And here's Batman gliding down the skies of Gotham, getting ready to kick his enemies. Here's Batman and the Arkham Knight about to face off. Now let's check them out. Next is some other action figures, starting off with some other Extreme Toys figures and Arkham Knight figures. Here he is, next to the Arkham Knight. This is the only other figure that Extreme Toys made from the Arkham Knight, and in fact, it's the only other figure I've ever even heard of from Extreme Toys. Of course, I had to get two of the Arkham Knight figures. It's like two figures in one. You can make the Arkham Knight or the Red Hood. And now to check him out with some other Arkham Knight Batman figures. Here he is next to the McFarlane DC Multiverse Arkham Knight Batman. It's a good figure, 7-inch scale, much bigger. And here he is next to the DC Direct or DC Collectibles Arkham Knight Batman. Also 7-inch scale, but a little bit slimmer, not as tall. DC Direct actually made 3 of these Arkham Knight Batman figures. The one on the far left was a clean version, a single release. The second one is from, I believe, an Arkham 4-pack and has some slight damage on his shin armor. And then the last one is a GameStop exclusive, muddied up, damaged version. So here would be all 3 different companies' takes on the Arkham Knight Batman figure. 2 are 7-inch scale. This is the only one. It's in the 6-inch scale. I believe Amazing Yamaguchi is also making one in the near future, but that's going to be way stylized. Here's this Batman next to the DC Direct Arkham Knight allies, Robin, Nightwing, Catwoman, and Azrael. Unfortunately, Batman's just a little bit too small next to them. And here he is next to the DC Direct Commissioner Gordon and Barbara Gordon Oracle figures. Here's this Batman next to the DC Direct Bat-Rogues they made from the game. Once again, just a little too big for this Batman to fit in with. And here, with the McFarlane DC Multiverse Bat-Rogues from Arkham Knight. They're even a little bigger than the DC Direct versions. Here's this Batman with some custom versions of the 4 infected Jokerized victims from Arkham Knight. Always thought these were pretty cool, unique, sort of Joker henchmen or creations. In front of you, we have Albert King, the Gotham Goliath, Henry Adams, Christina Bell, and then Johnny Charisma. Since he's a Mezco 1/12 collective style figure, same scale, same sort of cloth soft goods outfit, here he is next to several different Mezco Batman figures. I think he fits in perfect with them, perfect with the entire line, scale and style-wise. Then, next to some Mezco Bat-Rogues, KG Beast, Two-Face, Black Mask, and the Mutant Leader. And now, with some miscellaneous Mezco figures. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how he fits in, both scale and style-wise, in case you know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's an Extreme Toys Arkham Knight figure, they're typically the 6-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of these smaller action figure lines I collect. They work way larger, and I'm going to include as many Batman figures as I can during these comparisons. Here he is, next to some Jazz Wars Fortnite figures, and some SH Figure Arts action figures. And now, with some Hasbro Marvel Legends, and some Mafex Batman figures. Here he is, next to a pack of gum. And here he is, next to both some Mattel and Mezco Batman figures. Then, with some Jazzwares and Mattel wrestling figures. And now, with some NECA and DC Direct Batman figures. Next, with some DST or Batman Select toys, and some Jack-specific wrestling figures. And finally, with some McFarlane DC Multiverse Batman figures. So overall, I think it's a great Arkham Knight Batman figure. 6-inch scale, 1/12 Mezco collective style, and it works. Yes, it's a little bit stylized with the silver paint job on the suit and the hard armor pieces, but I'm okay with that. I've already got a couple different Arkham Knight figures that are game accurate, so it's nice to have something with a little spin on it. The Amazing Yamaguchi one's coming up, and it's going to be way more stylized, so I appreciate this one is sort of grounded and sort of their own thing. I think the figure itself looks very good. Yes, some of the cloth parts, I don't even know if it's exactly cloth, but whatever it is, it just looks a little bit off. The armor itself, the detail is just exquisite, very well done. Sculpt paint job, excellent, top notch. Accessories, they're fantastic, although I really wish they'd included something on those holographic wrist communications. Also, the knee pads, what the hell? I hope somebody can just tell me that I'm stupid, but I don't see anything you can actually do with them. His articulation, it's also pretty nice. They do a really good job balancing the cloth soft goods and the articulation, not making it too tight, not making it too baggy. It's pretty much just right. If I were to rate this figure, I'm probably going to give him a 7.5. I actually like this guy a lot. I've seen some people shitting on him online. I think he's good. I think he looks nice. It's making me really want to play the game again. I would give this guy an 8 if his accessories had the stupid little stickers on them, and I know that's bothering me maybe way more than it should. I already got someone who said they're going to help me out, give me some stickers, and I cannot wait to make some game-accurate accessories. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. The main question I had, is it worth the money? And the answer is no, it's not. These things are overpriced. Even Mezco stuff's overpriced. Is it Mezco quality? Yeah, you know what? I'd say it is. Maybe just a hair short. If Mezco's 9 out of 10, this guy's like an 8.5 out of 10 as far as how close he is on their quality. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.